The third race, Class 1 all-weather event. A Winning Dreamer, top of the book, two-time winner. Second up and is coming to the all-weather for his first time. Campione, unbeaten track and distance. Keep You Warm's best form has been at Happy Valley. Silver Fig is a four-time winner first up and a five-time winner course and distance. Grateful Hearts had a stable change from Danny Shum to Chris So, and both Majestic Star and We the South come up in grade. The speed map here, Tom, as we head across to the board, is expected to be good, which is usually the case with a horse like Campione in the field.
Yeah, he should be able to run along at good tempo in front. Winning Dreamer, he's been handy in the past, but he was sort of midfield a little worse last start, was Winning Dreamer. And then you've got We the South, who's got some pace, Paul, for Wagner Borges from barrier 3.
Yeah, and look, Winning Dreamer, I think, from barrier 1 will be a little bit closer. Silver Fig, he's the fresh horse that always gets back, so we know he should be at the back, the grey, and Grateful Heart hasn't shown too much speed recently either.
That is a look at the speed map for the first race preview here on Racing to Win. Vincent Ho's had a terrific start to the season, and his ride in the third race is the top weight Winning Dreamer. Here he is with Nick.
Vincent, Winning Dreamer is a horse that you know extremely well. I think you've only ever missed 2 rides on this horse. He'll have his first run on dirt this weekend. He's an interesting runner in that third race of the day.
Yep. You know, we'll give it a try anyway, because he always, you know, sort of performed well at the trials on the dirt. So, yeah, I think Mr. Law want to give it a try. And fortunately, we draw 1, so, you know, of course, at the moment for 1200 on the dirt, he might not have the speed to be, you know, to lead or anything, but you know, at least he can keep up with the pace. First half of the field with gate 1 is easier for him to do that, and you know, he tend to have a, you know, at the getting cover, and he's still very strong to the line. So yeah, I think he also have a chance if he sort of perform as the same as the trials, you know.
He's a 6-year-old, Vincent. I mean, as you say, he referenced the fact he has trialled well on the dirt. What's been the thinking with not trying it before now? I mean, it seems logical, I suppose, but then I guess he's been such a good turf horse, hasn't he?
Yeah, you know, we have to deal with either his rating will be, you know, not many races for him, or either go into Group 3 or something which is a tougher opponent. So of course, even with the handicap, it's still pretty tough. So you know, give it a try on the dirt, won't harm for sure.
Is that a concern in your mind, the fact he has got to lump the big weight? I mean, he has gone up the 16 pounds on his last run. I guess that's a fair impost, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But he's a big boy, so you know, even though his carry a bit heavier, I think he can manage that. Yeah.
He's been a really special horse for you too, this guy. What is it you think that sort of makes you and he click? I mean, you've obviously got good relationships with a number of horses, one very good one, but this horse you've always had a really good affinity with.
Yeah, I'm glad Mr. Law kept me on for sure, for the support, and the owner happy for me to ride him all the time. And he is a lovely horse to handle, a lovely horse to ride, very straightforward. You know, even though he's still sometimes in the field, he loses a little bit confidence around horses, but he, you know, when he, after a while, at the moment, you know, he's old enough, you know, he's more mature, and he can handle all that pressure, and he should perform.
There he is, Vincent Ho, the rider of Winning Dreamer. We're going to keep with Winning Dreamer now, Paul, and go back to have a look at his track work. Not right in saying last season he worked really strongly too before he won it to about 50 to 1.
Yeah, he did, and you can see him here. He's in the blue saddle cloth, so just ignore those at the bottom. But he just ran away from his partner there, Stand Up. It's just the way he accelerates on the all-weather. I think he's going to be well suited by it.
And you think with his pedigree coming out of a Danehill mare and whatnot, and going back through the pedigree there, that he would handle the all-weather surface. I don't see it being a problem at all.
You've always been a fan since day 1 too, haven't you?
Yeah, wasn't on at 50 to 1 though.
All right, we move on to one of your favourite horses, Paul, in Campione, and we're going to the all-weather last time, and there he is up on the pace where he does race well. Also in this field is Silver Fig. He will be at the opposite end. We've got We the South, who would prefer Happy Valley, and a Grateful Heart on the extreme outside. Can Campione get an easy enough lead to hold off a horse like Silver Fig late?
I think he can. Look, he's unbeaten on the all-weather, isn't he? He's 2 from 2. He should be leading this field easy enough. He's got Zach Purton riding it for the first time as well. A Winning Dreamer won't take him on. We the South's a possibility, but he's such a sort of a free front runner. I think he can lead all the way.
He certainly can. I think he can as well. You can see Silver Fig, he battled on okay there. His last win was off 90. He actually won in this grade. So it was a Class 2 race last year over 1,200 metres at this meeting, fresh too. So we know his prowess fresh.
Off to the turf here, Tom. This is Majestic Star. This was his first up run at Sha Tin. He ends up running 5th here behind Fantastic Treasure. He won't mind the surface switch because he has won on the dirt previously.
And that was 5 starts ago. He's shown he's relatively versatile, winning on the all-weather and then going to Happy Valley and winning a race there in Class 2 as a favourite over Keep You Warm. He was sort of midfield this day and he boxed on well enough. We know it's a strong field pool with Fantastic Treasure. I'm a Single Man. Navas too, he goes around in the final race. So he comes out of a good form race.
He does, doesn't he? And look, I think he can perform pretty well here. I've included him as well. No fears of the surface with that win being on.
Up to China we go now, Paul, and this is our last replay. Grateful Heart is the horse up outside the speed. He's had that stable change mentioned earlier. What did you make of this trial on the turf?
I mean, the trial was okay here on the turf, but we're coming to the all-weather now. He's had 2 goes on the all-weather in the past. He's best as a minor placing. Look, I prefer him at Happy Valley.
He's got a new trainer. He was with Danny Shum, now with Chris So, and he's put on 58 pounds over the break as well. And you can see him. He was okay there in that trial, but I'm happy to look elsewhere with him coming into this.
All right, thank you, boys. That is the breakdown of the first race. We preview here race number 3. You're a Campione man, so surely he's on top.
Yeah, he is. I think he can lead all the way, Campione. So straight to the front for him. He's on top. Winning Dreamer, the danger though. A bit of an unknown on the surface, but we've seen the track work. We've seen him trial well on it. And the deep fields have gone well on the surface here in Hong Kong. Majestic Star, another winner on it. And Silver Fig, who does go well fresh. He'll be running on late in a small field. 2-1-6-4.
Same 4 numbers, but just a switcheroo with 3rd and 4th. But Campione clearly on top for Tony Cruz and Zach Purton. He'll be the quickest horse out of the gates, and he just might run them ragged here. Winning Dreamer, Main Danger. Silver Fig with his fresh record. A Majestic Star off the back of that good run last start. So 2, 1, 4 and 6.